Hey guys, welcome back to the Curly Reader. My name's Amanda, and today I want to share with you the books I'm planning on reading in December. All right, so it's December, you guys. Who can believe it? Christmas time is here, and I am planning on reading a handful of Christmas books and a handful of other books this month, and then just kind of mood reading my way to the end of the year, to be honest. I've kind of hit a few months towards the end of this year where I've just been kind of feeling really slumpish and overwhelmed with all the books I want to read. And so I'm just trying to kind of give myself a little bit of grace, give myself a little bit of wiggle room, and mood read because that's what works best for me when I'm feeling kind of overwhelmed. But I do have some books here that I really would like to get to this year. And so for December, this month, that makes more sense. And so I thought that I would share those with you. Let's start with the book that I'm currently in the middle of. I will not be finishing this in November, and so I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that, and that is The Lincoln Highway by Amor Towles. I am buddy reading this one with Krista from Books and Jams, and I am currently this far into it. And so, yeah, I'm planning on finishing this one right at the beginning of December. I am thoroughly enjoying it so far. This follows a few boys as they travel the Lincoln Highway in the 1950s. So yeah, that is the first book I'm planning on reading. And then I wanted to mention some of the Christmas books that I would like to read this year. The first of which is a devotional, and that is Shadow and Light, A Journey into Advent by Tish Oxenreider. This is one that a lovely subscriber, Amber, sent to me earlier in the year, and I am very much looking forward to digging into this and following this through Advent season. And this cover, oh my goodness, it is so pretty. So I have heard really, really good things about this one, and so very much looking forward to working my way through that this holiday season. And then I have a couple of other Christmas books that I would like to get to as well. The first of which is a middle grade, and that is Father Christmas and Me by Matt Haig. I have read A Boy Called Christmas and The Girl Who Saved Christmas, but I never finished off the trilogy, and so I would really like to do that this year. This is the last book in the trilogy that the first book was just made into a movie for Netflix, A Boy Called Christmas, and it's just kind of a Kris Kringle Santa Claus origin story. And so, yeah, would like to get into that one. And these are very kind of in the vein of like Roald Dahl, that kind of just silly middle grade books. But I really, really like the first two, and so I would like to finish off that trilogy. One that has gotten a lot of buzz on Bookstagram this year that I went ahead and just picked up because everybody said it was fantastic and I wanted to read it. I mean, well, what other reason do I need, is A Cross Country Christmas. This is by Courtney Walsh, and this has to do with two people who are stuck in a car going cross country over Christmas. Other than that, I'm not really sure what this is about. It says Lauren Richmond isn't a fan of Christmas, which is why she rarely makes the trip home to the Midwest for the holidays. After all, she has plenty to keep her busy, namely her duties as a set decorator on a TV sitcom. But this December, Lauren's brother and his wife are expecting a baby, so her brother arranges a ride home for her with his good friend Will. Unfortunately for Lauren, she's been trying to forget college baseball coach and childhood crush Will Sinclair for more than 10 years. Now, thanks to her fear of flying, she's stuck in a car with him from California to Illinois. She's circumspect and organized, he's flirty and spontaneous, she's convinced that people don't change, he's trying to prove to her and himself that he has. On this cross-country road trip, they'll both discover that history doesn't exactly repeat itself, but like any good Christmas carol, it does have a second verse. I think that sounds like perfect for like just fun holiday romance. I'm very, very excited to give this one a shot. And then one that I picked up when I was thrifting this year, and I'm not 100% sure if this is actually a Christmas book or not, but last year I read a Christmas book by Richard Paul Evans, and I loved it, and so I picked this one up. It's called The Locket, and so I was thinking I might read this one around Christmas time this year. This follows Michael, who, after the death of his mother. He ends up getting a job at the Arcadia nursing home, and he befriends Esther, who is a reclusive and beautiful elderly woman who lives in mourning for her youth and lost love. And it's just kind of about their relationship and some of the like life issues that Michael is working through, and how Esther kind of guides him through that with her wisdom, I think. And so yeah, I'm not, like I said, I don't really know if this is actually a Christmas book, but since the other one I read by Richard Paul Evans was, and I loved it, I thought that I would give this one a shot as well. So that was my son. So those are the Christmas books that I want to read. And then I have just a handful of other books that I wanted to get through here at the end of the year, most of which were part of my books that I wanted to read in 2021, like annual TBR that I haven't gotten to yet, because there are a few. And then one is a book that was on a previous TBR that I ended up not finishing. I started it, I was really enjoying it, never finished it. So that one is Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens. When I mentioned this in a previous TBR, everybody's like, why would you want to read that? And I don't know. But I was loving it when I was listening to the audiobook, and I was really, really enjoying it. And so I would like to, this kind of speaks of winter vibes to me. And so I really would like to finish this one. This will probably be my audiobook for the month. As if I'm only going to listen to one. Yeah, okay. But this will be one of my longer audiobooks that I listen to over Christmas time. And yeah, really, really enjoying this one. It's the classic about Oliver. All right, and then these other three were all part of my cover reads that I would like to read in 2021. These are all ones that I have not read yet and would like to get to. I have an adult, a YA, and a middle grade here. So I have The Alphabet Sisters by Monica McInerney. This is about Anna, Bet, and Carrie, who were childhood singing stars, but then they kind of became estranged as adults, and now their grandmother is having a big birthday bash to get them all back together again, and it's about them. So there's that one. I have The Greenies. This is by Mira Paperney. And this is set in 1947, and it is about Jewish teenagers who come to Canada after World War II to like seek a new life, I think. I don't really know. But yeah, that one sounded good. And then I also have Before We Were Free by Julia Alvarez. This is set in the Dominican Republic in the 1960s, and just has to do with Trujillo and his dictatorship there, and this girl who I think they want to immigrate to the US. I'm not 100% sure, but that's another one that I would like to read. So yeah, those are the books that I'm hopefully going to be getting to here in December. What are you planning on reading in December? Do you read just Christmas books? Do you try to like catch up on all your goals for the year? What do you do in December? Let me know. If you've read any of these, let me know. If you'd like to buddy read any of these, let me know. That would keep me on task as well. And yeah, other than that, I am very much looking forward to kind of closing out the year on a high note, getting ready for next year. Lots of prepping going on around here as far as next year and what the year is going to look like and all that. Lots of fun things in the works. And so yeah, that's going to do it for today. I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope that you stick around and subscribe. And until next time, see ya.